a Mac 610 here. The guy I bought it from, he didn't know if it worked, but by the time I got there, he said he actually fired it up, so I think it'll run. Just probably have to give it a good cleaning and go over it a bit, clean it all out. A lot of fuel in it. Got manual oiler also. Not too dirty in there. Oh, there's a choke back here. I think she'll be good. Alright, I was gonna just check the carburetor out, make sure the screen inside the carb filter is clean and whatnot. Clean out the oiler, and then this bar needs some maintenance. The chain is shot, and there's burrs both sides of the bar too. I imagine the gauge is off. But when I was looking at this carb, I was wiggling it, and this whole tray that it sits in was, this bolt back here is loose. Whole thing's loose, so probably sucking air. So I'll just take it all out and clean everything up and snug everything back down. Yeah, these things were loose. About 3 or 4 turns loose. Take a look at the cylinder. I don't know. Don't look bad to me, but I don't know. Can't focus on that far wall there. Looks like there's some scoring, but Walbro HDB L64. Gasket seems pretty pliable. There's some dirt in that screen there. Not too bad. A little stiff, but not too bad. Not bad. I don't have these kinds in stock here. It's got quite the barb on the end of it. I'll bolt the carb in first. Be nice to not be blind. There we go. Get this bar off. There's actually 3 bolts, one up here for the brake and then 2 in here, and then it's kind of a pain setting that putting that back on with that clutch or the clutch brake pin in there. I suppose guys that do it more, it's not a big deal, but I was pumping on that oiler. It looks like it. Yeah, there's a lot of oil coming out of it. Oiler's good. Chain's a little tricky to fish out too. lot of good use. It was an old farmer in Minnesota. He's selling a few saws. He was selling a 1010. And he had a, Poland too or something, but $30 for each of them. I missed out on the 1010. Let's see, this is the original bar. There's burrs on the side. You can almost tell by the, looks like this rail's thicker than that rail, but it's probably just that burr. Yeah, this side is, the burr is a lot bigger on both top and bottom. I'll file that off. I don't have a, I don't know what it's called, bar gauge tool, where you can squeeze it in, but clean it out, file it up, and see if I can find my grease for the sprocket. Then I'm going to need a new chain. That thing is on its last, and it's just one of these safety chains. This is a 050 gauge, 3/8. See if we can check the gauge on it. Up there it's at 59. 60. Up near the sprocket. $55. In the middle. 56. 58. 61. 59. So that's got to be pinched in there a bit. I don't have one of those tools. I don't know if the local shop will do it for me or not. But you can tell when the chain's on there. Look at all that slop. It'll cut crooked and whatnot. These drive teeth might be worn a bit too, but shouldn't wiggle that much. Alright, not sure whether I left off in here, but I ended up taking pretty much everything off on this bottom plate. It's 4 screws, 2 bolts for the muffler, which doesn't have much muffling, and then I just cleaned out the spark arrestor screen. And it got, it's packed with sawdust all the way through. Took this cover off, flywheel off, cleaned out all the fins on the engine. Cleaned it all up in there. And the bar, I filed the burr off the rails, and then I repinched it. Got it a little tight. I found another chain, sharpened it up, greased the sprocket. Oh, and then this was the fuel house. I was wondering why it was so smoky before. I mean, this is supposed to be 40 to 1. I don't know what this was, if this was regular motor oil and 16 to 1 or what. But so I put in some newer full synthetic, actually a 50 to 1 mix, but I don't know if the oil is so much better nowadays, but not sure if it'll matter. But it seems to be running great. Tuned it a little bit, the idle, then the low and high screws got it ripping. So one thing I cannot figure out is the year on this. I mean, it's an N, ends in an N, but not sure what that means. I think they made these from 84 to 99. I don't know why. I really like this. I like to feel the sound. It is heavy, but it's easy to work on. Comes apart easily. Everything's accessible that you need to maintain. But let's take it out and do some cuts.